Watcher everybody, and welcome back to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I am your host Zeus, and I bring you another Shit Game Time video review, and we're going to pause it right there because I've been told best to see the game as opposed to watching it in promo mode, so I can obviously take in the shock. Yes, Huey, never heard of it. Came out in about 1988, I think. This has been requested by YouTuber RayC stroke Towerbridge. Hello, my friend, how are you? And it's another Kyle Hodgett's classic, which is why I am cringing in the face right now. I'm dreading this. This is a guy, Australia, who should never, ever have even been allowed to touch the Amiga, let alone try and program games. He was responsible for games like Aztec Warrior, Caverns of Palais, Evil Dawn, King of Barbarians, and those 4 games alone share one major thing in common. They are all lousy replicants, or shall I say, takes on the game Rygar. The arcade game Rygar. Classic to some people. I never really liked that game, but that's what they are. He uses the same sound effects and everything. His games are just absolutely shit. And while we're on the subject, if any of you can find a working ADF of the game Star, I think it's called Star War, by the same guy, I'd like to take a look at that for Shit Game Time review as well. He's done about 14 games under the ECP logo. I don't know how many was officially released to the public, but this I think went for about £9.95 back in the day. But yeah, again, I think it's called Street War or Street Wars, something like that. Street Wars, I think it's called. Yeah, if any of you could dig out an ADF of that, I'd like to review that on a Shit Game Time. But yes, I'm dreading this. Let's unpause this. Let's get on with it and see what this is going to be like. Let's press fire button. Yeah, there's his name up there. And thank you very much. Can we play, please? Can we get on with the game? Let's just keep pressing it. So there I go. And that sound effect of the helicopter. Yeah, the same. Oh yeah, it's the same sound effects all over his games. Never changes. Just a boring, which is the sort of noise I suppose you would expect for a helicopter. But yeah, it's just the same sound effects he uses on every game. Had no business programming games whatsoever, none. I mean, look at the quality of the control of the scrolling there, the animation. It's just glorious. And it's got that awful laugh that he also includes in many of his games, such as Caverns of Palais and Aztec Warrior. I think it's in that one, and Evil Dawn. It's all the same shit, and the high score table is exactly the same as all his other games. Just crud. Absolutely crud. Again, released in Australia only, I believe. Some of his games were. ECP was an Australian company, bought over by, can't remember now. Who the hell would want to buy this company over? This is what they come up with. Mind you, what games did Australia have the chance of playing right down under like that? Amiga games were mainly centred around Europe and America. Did they get much of a library back then? There wasn't internet back then, so they couldn't download ADFs. So, yeah. How many games were released over there? How many jiffy bags could you get over there with games? How long would you have to wait? But this is just, yeah, it's the same old shit. And Cortex did a game called Cortex, a shoot 'em up called Cortex. Again, just shit. Absolutely shit. Oh, look at that. Yeah, whatever. Fucking awful. Come on. Lazy as well. For a so-called programmer, lazy. To use the same sound effects in every game you do. To use the same high score table in every game you do, to use the same bloody laughter when you die in virtually every game you do, is bollocks. And 4 of those games I mentioned, as I said, are all Rygar rip-offs. Nothing different, don't have endings, they all loop over as well, no end sequence, nothing like that. None of his games seem to have end sequences. Oh shit. Power-ups or not, I don't think these are going to be doing anything. We get one before we get shot? Oh, finally we did. Yeah, okay. Oh. Yeah, just the same old shit, isn't it? You had no business doing Amiga games. But maybe for them it was like, wow, yeah, this is pretty good, because you didn't really have Amiga. How well did the Amiga sell down under? Like I said, it was mainly a European, aimed at European markets. Look at this. Yeah, it doesn't even give you a fucking chance to get back, does it? No invincibility for a couple of seconds to get your bearings back. This is going to be a very quick shit game time. Carl Hodgetts. Just, God. Could have got a job for Teartex. Utterly awful. Utterly awful. Don't know how many levels there are. Not interested, to be honest with you. Not interested at all. I mean, the plane's responsible enough, the chopper, whatever you want to call it, but it's just crap. You don't get geared up for Carl Hodgetts games, put it that way. I mean, understandable if you were 7 years old at the time, maybe, then this would be somewhat impressive, what you've done here. But you wasn't, was you? Let's face it, you wasn't 7 years old. I can safely say you was not 7 years old. Repeat. Even the backgrounds repeat. Same layout. Same layout. Absolute shit. Oh, level 1 done. No different. What is it? Slightly. Yeah, this isn't going to be a very long shit game time. Good God. There's no point trying to get back to some sort of... Yeah, you're going to die. That's it. Oh, 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 oh. What a fucking crap. Can I get that in, or is that... No, I can't. And I've got to... No, I'm not going to do that. I was going to put wanker. Absolutely shit. I'm not playing that anymore, mate. We know exactly what there is about this game. It's shite all over. I'm surprised, mate, you didn't think, oh, let's do another Rygar spin-off. I mean, you did 4 of them at least, didn't you? I mean, bloody hell. You must be a Rygar fanatic. Was that the only arcade game you ever played? Rygar? You do know there was 1,000 other arcade games back then, don't you? But you decided to just choose Rygar for some reason. Half your library is Rygar rip-offs, and bloody poor ones at that. I kid you not. Go and check out the games. Go to Hall of Light and... you know, type in Huey, then you'll come up with Carl Hodgetts, and you click on his name and you'll see all the games you come up with. But yeah, I'll be very interested in seeing the game he did called Street War / Street Wars. See if any of you can get an ADF of that, whether that was released or not. That looks unbelievably pitiful. I'd like to put that on the shit game time. But I think safe to say all Carl Hodgetts games are on belong on shit game times. It's just, we got a drunk pilot there, that's not me playing. Maybe he's trying to say, maybe he's wanking off while he was recording this. Maybe that's what he was doing. He recorded it while he was wanking, programming this game. What a wanker. Anyway, so Huey on Amiga. Ugh. One of those games that absolutely shames the Amiga. And it is a shame Terrible, just terrible. I'm going to give that, even though it's a low price tag, I'm sorry, but I'm going to give you a great big 90 shits for Huey, even though it's on a budget title. If that was full price, £20 or 25, I'd probably give that the 100, if not 99. Inexcusable. Same old fucking game, just a little bit of difference here and there. Once, you know, it's basically, if you play a Carl Hodgetts game, you know what the rest of his games are going to be like. Once you've played one, you've played them all. That's my decision. Let me know below. And oh man, I feel sorry if you received this for a gift, for a Christmas or birthday present as a kid. Oh, you poor fuckers. Unbelievable. There we go. So that's this edition of Shit Game Time over. Thank you very much for joining me. Please join me again on either Monday or Friday, 7:30 or even both UK time, for another Shit Game Time video review. 3 random Shit Game Times will pop up for you to enjoy, around 400 of them, so check them out on my channel. There's a big section of them, and the video in the top left is for you to go to and name the game to be Shit Game Time with your request. So please treat yourself to a Shit Game Time. Try not to rely on you know, the same half a dozen people that keep putting them through. It's not fair. Dig in your pocket and cough up for one. That wouldn't hurt, would it? £5 doesn't even get you well, it doesn't get you much at all now, does it? A fiver, let alone a pint, nothing. So lucky to get half a pint for that price now in some pubs. Anyway, hope to see you next time. Thanks again for joining me on this edition of Shit Game Time. Take care. Zeus out of Carl Hodgetts' Shitville and Shit Universe. Bye bye.